If you're like I am, you're definitely all about time efficiency. Now, if you know that you have spinal asymmetry relative to side bending and rotation, it would be nice to be able to position yourself in a position that appreciates both deficits at the same time. So for myself, I don't side bend well to my left, and I also don't rotate well to my left. So I want to find a way to position both of those and then explore authentic drivers to create range of motion rather than going through just the side bending drill, just the rotation drill. I want to combine the two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take my left arm. I'm going to be next to a wall, and if I reach down, you'll notice that that side bends me to the left. Now, if I move my hand forward on the wall, you'll notice that my upper body rotates to the right. So I have a left side bend and a right rotation. Now this is a type 1 motion, but this is not where my asymmetry is greatest. If I actually keep my hand low on the wall and reach back, you'll notice now I'm side bent to the left, but I'm also rotated to the left. So this is where I feel more restricted. However, I don't necessarily want to start here. So I might go into my negative side bend or my bad side bend range of motion. Start where I'm more successful because I rotate better to my right. So I position my bad side bend with my good rotation. Then I'm going to use my pelvis in all three planes, forward to back, side to side, and through rotation. I'm going to use my eyes in all three planes. Forward to back, side to side, and through rotation. And then as I start to create success, then I move back a little bit. Notice my left shoulder staying down the whole time. I go through the sequence again, I move back a little bit. I go through the sequence again, I move back a little bit. But now you see as I start to come back here, I've transitioned from a better range of motion to a worse range of motion. But the goal is to create mobility along the way so that as I continue to move back, I'm creating more and more motion and then in turn more and more control through my spine. Now that was positioning the side bend arm. Now dependent upon you, you can position your side bend arm down, but you could also position your side bend arm up, and then you're simply reaching forward along the wall or back along the wall to go through your type 1 and type 2 motions. Now the next thing is we can also position the side bend, so if, the rotation. So if I took my arms and I rotated them to my left, you see that this takes up my bad rotation, but now I want to pair it with a side bend. So if I have my hands on the wall and I reach lower, you'll see that I'm still rotated, but now that I'm side bent in the same direction. Now this goes to really the core of where I'm tight through my specific trunk. But as I reach my hands higher with the rotation, I'm actually now rotated to my right while I'm still side bent to my left. So just simply changing the hand position changes the mobilization. So I want to start where I have better motion, which is going to be here. I'm going to move my hips forward to back. I'm going to move them side to side and through the twist. I'm going to move my eyes forward and back. I'm going to move them side to side, and I'm going to move them through the twist. And then what I want to do is start to work down the wall, down the wall, down the wall, until I go into my left rotation, left side bend position, exploring the same drivers. This is a little bit chunky. There's a lot of material here. It might not make perfect sense to you. Definitely ask one of your trainers how to explore the motion through your spine to create symmetry.